ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. How you doing? Hey! Yeah, I'm trying to make this a regular feature. Just give everybody an idea of what goes through the head of this old dyke here. And keep you apprised of what's going on with me, etc., etc., etc. I see there are four of you watching. I question your taste. Other than that, no big deal. Oh my. So, stuff and things have been going on since last we met. I think many of you know that I spent a day in hospital last week. It was nothing life-threatening. Well, in its own way, it was, but it really wasn't. The port that I talk about, that's here in my here through the wall of my chest and into the main vein of the body, the superior vena cava, was not working correctly. It was not pulling, and the nice people over at DCI were unable to complete dialysis well. Oh my. Yay spelled backward is yay. Yes, Mage. How you doing, sweetness? And Savage Minnow is here. Yay! So, right out of dialysis last Tuesday, my doctor had me go right to the emergency room, where I sat for, I think it was 6 hours, until something finally happened. I love emergency rooms. Yeah, sure I do. But by the time they got down to see me, there was nothing they could do but admit me. So they took me to a room, stuffed me in, put me to bed. Then the next day, which was Wednesday, I think it was about 1,300 hours or so, they finally wheeled me upstairs where a surgeon changed out the catheter for this one, which is really interesting because, okay, the catheter he changed out was there only a week. I mean, almost from the moment one, it wasn't working. So, they said that happens sometimes. I don't know. I really don't. But the important thing is that Sylvia managed. I got home Wednesday evening, and she was all over me when I got home. And I question her taste in humans too, but that's another story entirely. Anyway, so far so good with this stuff. We'll see how things are going. I got a couple statements from the various places. I just got one today from the hospital dealing with the vascular surgery that I had that involved the fistula over here. And tomorrow I'm going to have to give them a call because it should be covered, even though they sent me a bill for a $40 co-payment. That should be covered. If they want information about the coverage, I'll give it to them. That's not a problem. But Yeah, we'll see how that goes. And then the dialysis clinic, wants their copayment. Now, I had talked to the social worker, and she had drawn up a piece of paper with numbers on it that allegedly was going to tell the people at dialysis clinic that it was at least difficult for me to make the copayment. Um, I heard nothing from them. My only assumption is that somehow whoever the person who should be doing something about it didn't. So I'll send them something. I do have some money left over from the incredible generosity you folks evidenced a few months ago. I can throw that at them if need be. It would not cover the entire copayment, but it would cover at least 2/3 of it. So that's not a big thing. I just need to talk to the social worker tomorrow and see where we go from there. So, no big deal. Those of you who do not yet know, I was recertified for my housing. Yay. That takes a load off me. That really does. Having been homeless thrice before, I'm really sensitive to that stuff. It's just interesting. I was making a dinner of some sunflower seeds. You may have seen me throwing them into my mouth. Sylvia has her face in them and is eating them up with relish. Okay. I've known kitties to eat some pretty strange shit. But, Sylvia, don't knock it on the floor. Just eat the damn thing if you want it, okay? Really? Damn. Oh my. Mage says, I had that coconut ginger rice. Mixed green bean, green onions, moringa into it. Made a nice dinner. Yay, that's a good thing. I have yet to do something about dinner. It was my plan to make braised lamb shoulder chops and film myself while doing it. But I've been going crazy doing things I need to do, and I have yet to do those shoulder chops. I'll see if I can do them tonight. I hope I can, because they've been sitting in the defriginator for a couple of days now, and I put them there to thaw them. And a couple days, did not get to them. Okay, Mage had a cat who ate popcorn. Give you an idea of the kitties who have had me. My Miranda would eat corn. My Winston would eat pumpkin pie filling. Really strange stuff. I mean, things that I would never have expected a kitty would eat. These kitties ate. Oh, hi, Great Dane. How you doing? Yay! But it's all sorts of fun. Anyway, I've been working on my financial books, trying to get the books set up to make copying numbers to the various forms easier for me. You know, the 1040 and the various people who want to know what money I'm making so they can grab at some of it and everything else like that. It's been a lot of fun. And as I'm doing this, I see a greater and greater need to work on financial software. I've been using something called GNU Cache, which, as I've been using it, I've seen that people who wrote this thing were not accountants. They were not bookkeepers. They were software engineers, just going on. I don't know what they went on, but I find it difficult to believe that a going concern, an actual business, something like that, could get away with using that stuff. Maybe I can turn it into something somebody would be able to use. I don't know. I'd like to. I used to do that stuff for a living years and years and years and years and years ago. You should hear her. She is such the kitty. So I'd like to get back into that stuff and see what I can do and stuff and thingsel stuff and whatever have you. I was in a little bit of an argument with a Twitter person who is a JW and who was going about offering false hope to some grieving people. So I think that I'm going to have to use that as the theme of one of my live streams this week. Maybe stick it on the new My 2 Cents, which I hopefully can finally get around to doing something with. See how that goes. I really want to do much things and make it worth, the Patreon support. I was working on the Patreon page for my cooking channel. I think most of you, I hope, know about the transgendered chef. I'm trying to do something with that on a regular basis. That's what I wanted to film, film myself making the lamb chops. Put it up there. One of the things I want to do, if I can manage to do this, I don't know. I hope so. Great Dane was a former JW. Yeah, I am so sorry. It says, yeah, I'm a former JW, fucked up my life. Absolutely. Yeah, I know quite a few JWs who have suffered anguish and agony over it by things that were done to them, things that were demanded of them. And it pains me. It does. And there are other people out there who will say, well, offering consolation and hope and stuff like that. And it's okay. Believe whatever fairy tale you need to in the name of consolation and hope. But please do not demand that other people hand you a significant portion of their income and hate the people you hate. Okay, and I'll go about that. I'll even use that statement when I go on the air with the other show. That's what really pains me, is the strings that people attach. Oh, my mage says, when the Mormon or JWs come to my door, I like to see how long I can keep them talking. I've given up on that. I used to do that. What I discovered was that they were simply impervious to anything from outside and would just go on with their script as if you just weren't there. So it's like, okay, I won't bother with it anymore, except for things like the videos that I had done and still do and whatever have you. Okay, Great Dane was born in, and at nearly 60 years now, it still affects me adversely to this day. Yeah, I can imagine. I am so sorry, honey. I really am. The damage is most often lifelong. That's so sad about all of it. But I'll take that to the other show, and we'll go from there. So let's see what we've got. There is a good possibility that a couple people will be coming over here Wednesday. Yay! I will leave it at that until then. Let's just make sure it happens, and then we'll talk about it. But it's looking pretty good. Yeah. So one's coming from the coming from the East Coast, and another one's coming from offshore. Yay! And I certainly hope we can sit around and talk about stuff and everything else on Wednesday. That will be fun. Okay, wait a minute. Savage Minnow says, Diana, check your Twitter messages later. I can check them right now. I can. Oh, my. What do we have? Yeah, it's less fuss if you send it PayPal, it is. And I still haven't got around to doing anything about setting up a PayPal me. Which, I know, I do need to do. I've just been running around like a chicken with my legs cut off. And, I know, excuses, but God, it's been a loaded week. It has. And then there's this little kitty over here who's all demanding. She wants her stuff. Yeah, she does. Kitty. Oh, I love the Sylvia kitty, I do. She is so good to me. I have no idea why she likes me. Really, I just have no idea at all. What are you doing, honey? What are you checking into? What are you going for? Who? What? Great Dane is asking who? What? Where? When? What did I do? I have no idea what I did. I'm always doing something. Okay, let me set these sunflower seeds aside. I'm really not supposed to be eating these because they are all full of phosphorus. And my dead kidneys are no longer regulating the level of phosphorus in my body. And too high phosphorus level can cause problems. Oh, who will be here next week? Well, I'll go ahead and say on Wednesday, it looks like Amiga Nuts and Tea and Danish will be here. I certainly hope we can pull this off. Yay! Yeah, Amiga's coming from New Jersey, and with Amiga will be coming Linda, Tea and Danish from Denmark. And that will be absolutely wonderful if we're able to pull that off. One of the things I wish I could do, I would have to be making so much money that I don't think I'd ever be able to get that much at any one time. But one thing I'd love to be able to do is to set up a meeting, a convention, whatever you want to call it out here, and pay people's way to it. You know, my dear friends, you know, it's like, hey, you want to come out? I'll pay your ticket. And I wish I could do that. Yeah, Nate. Nate says you can make up for the sunflowers by just having a diet of cardboard and water for the next week. That's about right. That's about right. Oh my word. A renal diet. Oh, not my idea of a good time. I can tell you when I was in hospital last week, I got a hospital dinner, and I do not recommend hospital cuisine to anyone under any circumstances. No, just doesn't work. I broadcast the tray. Here's I broadcast from the hospital room, and Kate jumped into the stream, and we were just talking about stuff for 3 hours, I think. And they gave me some dry, flavorless pasta with dry, flavorless peas and carrots. And the stuff they called creamed chicken, I have no idea what it was. It was definitely not any creamed chicken I ever saw before. Oh, man. But yeah, there are people who say that it's very difficult to stay on a renal diet. No, it's really easy. You just don't eat. You don't drink. Hey, Amanda's here. Hi, dear. How you doing? Yeah, Great Dane. I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm in Pittsburgh. Oh, my. It really amazes me when I think about it that I have been here over half my life. I call this place home, basically. Never thought I would. Never did I think I would. But I've lived here 33 years. And I am 64 years of age. So, yeah, I mean, no matter how you look at it, I've been here over half my life, and I've certainly been here over half my adult life. to the point where, when I was back in Cleveland, when my sister died 14 years ago, I didn't even recognize the place. I mean, it had all been torn down and built back up. Okay, Diana is doing, running around like crazy, trying to get crap done, and failing miserably at all of it, but that's okay. I want to get this place cleaned up before Amiga and Linda get here, so they don't look at a pigsty. Got a day to do it. I can manage. Oh, no. Yeah, I do talk about it quite a bit. No, Amanda, don't worry about it. I came out to Pittsburgh in 1988 to be with someone. That fell apart after a year and couldn't afford to leave, so here I am. Well, the house I grew up in was sold. I'm guessing it was sold to pay for the female slimy bastard's nursing home ticket. That was, I think, pretty much everybody knows about this one too. I didn't even know those two had died. I found out when I would occasionally do an internet search, a Google search on my dead name, and it turned up a gravestone. I mean, the rest of the family didn't even have the guts to tell me. I mean, as far as the slimy bastards are concerned, them not talking to me for 5 years was the best thing that happened to me. It really was. But the rest of them dropped me too. So, what are you going to do? Where is my cursor? There's my cursor. I want to make sure that we're looking good here. Yeah, I'm coming to you courtesy of the real operating system. Because I was doing a backup download that was not finishing. So I had to stay here in this machine. Yeah, fuck yours too. It amazes the hell out of me that people can treat their kids the way your previous generation has treated you, for example. I just don't get that stuff. I don't. Yeah, it's just crazy. Amanda is from Connecticut. Oh my. Yeah. Yeah, Savage Minnow says, half my wife's family disappeared when she came out. Frankly, I expected more of them to stop talking to her. They are all LDS. Yeah. The half that are still talking to your wife amaze me. But I don't get it either. I would die 1,000 times over just to keep Angel from ever feeling a moment of pain. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yet, there are the so-called family who cause pain. I don't get it. I don't. The female slimy bastard would always yell at me. Well, she never said anything. The only tone she knew was yelling. You don't need friends. Your family is the only one that'll stay beside you. And yeah, sure, I did. Stayed beside me long enough to quit talking to me. Go figure. Go figure. I don't get family like that. As far as I'm concerned, people like that are not family. And that's why I say to this day, I never had parents. They were a couple of the most abusive bastards the world has ever seen. It's too bad you can't ask my sister about what they did to her. But the thing that made me sad was that my sister caved in when she found Jesus. I mean, it saddens me that my sister did find Jesus, and then, everything she did once she did. And that's what Jesus will do for you, kids. Yeah, that's not family exactly. That's not family at all. Even the most approximate version of family. Ooh, sorry, kids. I keep eating these things. I thought I needed them for the lamb. I don't see them in the recipe. What I originally needed for the recipe was, what I thought I needed was pine nuts. I can't find pine nuts to save my life. I mean, I could order them online, and then wait 2 weeks to get them. But oh well. No, it does. It hurts all the time. You just don't get used to that crap. You don't. Mates found Jesus at the mall once, but he was too expensive. Mm-hmm. Oh my. And then there are the Catholics who will tell me, even now, that I'm still a Catholic. And it's like, screw you. I gave up Roman Catholicism for Lent, 40-some years ago, and I never looked back. Yeah, I do have a Whole Foods out here. It's not as easy to get to it as it once was. Where I lived prior to moving here, I could hop on my bicycle and get there in a few minutes. But here, this place, I mean, I love the apartment. I really do. The apartment's great. But the location just sucks arse. It's very difficult to get anywhere. Well, yeah, considering that I don't own a motor vehicle, I have to do the public transport thing. And this place is just not served. What amount of pine nuts do I need? Oh, probably half a cup. Something like that. Not very much at all. Yes, dear. Look at this kitty. I don't know, you would think she liked me or something. I have no idea why. Why? Why do you like me? I'm not all that good to you. Really, I'm not. I make you eat that crap. Stuff that comes in a bag labeled cat food. KATFUD. Yaha. Yeah, Amanda. Amanda says, other than my son, I've walked away from my whole blood family. My real family is made of people from this community. And yes, um, Kate and I were talking about that a little while ago. Um, this little sub community of the atheist community has been really good to me, to her, to us, that sort of thing. I'm glad to have you people. I mean, not just because you threw money at me or anything like that. You people are amazing. I keep telling you this every time, and I'm going to say it at the end of this show too. Um, but I'm so glad to have you. Thank you. Really. The only thing I wish I could have is I wish I could pay your way out here, and we could sit around, grill steaks, and drink beer, and pitch horseshoes, and talk about shit. God, that'd be amazing. I'd love it. Really, I would. I don't know what you guys would think about pitching horseshoes, but I kind of like to do it. I haven't done it in a long time, but it's one of my favorite activities years ago. Um, it's too bad I couldn't make enough without losing the government support I really depend on. Um, so I know all you kids in the side chat right now, you'd be getting tickets to come out here. Put you up. I'm going to hold you to that, Mano. I'm going to hold you to that. Because I'd really like, I mean, if I'm alive to do it, I'd really like to do a party come spring. Spring, summer, something like that. I have no idea of exactly what I would do right now, but we can work it out. So I'd love to see Minnow. I'd love to see your wife. If I, excuse me, if I could if I could get Faye out here, the Wonder Lady, I'd love to see her. It's been a long time since I've been able to sit down and talk to her. Um, I need to call Von Rick. I have his phone number. I just haven't called him yet. Purple. Purple's been out here a couple of times already. She's amazing. Ah, well, the Amazon Prime is the thing. Um, as much as I've used Amazon lately, I still don't use it enough to justify paying for Prime. Maybe I eventually will. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Um, Let me get to work on the other stuff. Let me finish up the Patreon page for the transgender chef. And of course, put out episodes on a regular basis to justify begging for cash. Yeah. Whole ass meetup. I'd love it. I would. I really would. This is where I wish I had more space. To where I could throw sleeping bags down in the living room or some shit. And make a couch fort. You know, have a sleep in like I never had when I was 6 years old. I really miss that. I never got to have a sleep in when I was a kid. Because I really didn't have any friends when I was a kid either. Oh, man. Anyway, now we do. Oh, my. Been at this almost 45 minutes. It's amazing. You just can't shut me up, can you? Oh, my, oh, my. Anyway. Oh, there's the kitty. What are you eating? Hmm? Oh, I see. You're eating a twist tie. She's eating a twist tie. My word. I don't know. Some people's cats, you know? Anyway, let's see what we've got. See what I want to do. Well, today I'm doing this thing. Maybe make some lamb. That'll take a couple of hours. So I have to see what I need to do. Oh, my. This late. Wow. Well, I am so happy you did get to meet John. I am. Trying to think here. Who is the first community person I getted to meet in person? Oh, I got to meet Jeff Shystrike 2 years ago when I went out. Well, when I went out to the Ark Encounter protest, and I got to meet Purple then as well, because Purple came out here to take me to the Ark Encounter protest. I think those may be the first people I got to meet in person from this community. And I am so glad I got to meet Jeff. I really am. Shystrike, for those who don't know. I miss him so much. I really do. He used to call. We'd be on the phone for hours. Or talking on Discord for hours. And he actually volunteered to come out here, take me to the appointment to have the kidneys biopsied. And that turned out to be 2 days before he died. I miss you, Jeff. I really do. There was a person who posted to Twitter about losing her husband. She was brokenhearted. And this JW was telling her all about how Jesus would reunite her and her husband. I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I just had to say, hey, look, please don't offer false hope. It's not a good thing. Well, the JW blocked me like a coward. it just, it saddens me so much. You can have these things that you need. You can see your loved ones again. If only you offer me most of your income and, hate the people I hate. Hate the queers and all that shit. No, doesn't work that way. Oh, man. Minnow lives between a cornfield and 1,000 acres of soybeans. Oy vey. Shittsville, USA, is that it, huh? Oh, my word. There was a time I really wanted to live out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know, sometimes I still think that it would be appealing, but I can't do it anymore because my kidneys died. And I have to bleed into a machine every other day. Oh, God. I wish many times that I could live where my grandparents had their summer cottage, a place called Kelly's Island. It's on the western end of Lake Erie. But their kids ruined the place, and then her granddaughter sold it off when she got bored with it. Didn't want to put money into it. I loved that place so much. When I was in single digits, I would cry when it was time to, go back to what they called home. Because we'd spend 2 weeks, the beginning of summer and a week at the end of summer, out of that cottage. A lot of it was, to work on the place and everything, but I still loved it. God, I would be in tears whenever it came time to go home. Yeah, far enough out for people to leave me alone, close enough to still do grocery shopping. I like that. It's like a line from Brighton Beach Memoir. When one of the sisters got her own place and was telling her sister, yeah, I'm going to be moving. And sister was, please don't do that. She said, no, I'm moving across the street, far enough away, close enough to come over, far enough away to close the door. But I can't do that anymore, damn it. I wish I could. I don't see ever being able to do that. I don't see. Don't tell me that I'm. Don't tell me that I'm pessimistic or cynical or whatever. I don't see getting a kidney. I don't. I just don't see it happening. Too much stands in the way. Oh, well. Would they give you a transplant if you had a donor? At the moment, no. Because I don't have a babysitter and a chauffeur lined up. Von Rick has volunteered to babysit me. Von Rick has volunteered to move out, move in with me for a couple of months or whatever it takes. Um, Thing is, though, when he broke his back, he had to surrender his driver's license, so I still don't have a chauffeur. Um, yeah, what if you have one on offer? Well, here's the thing: is there is someone who has offered. They won't even look at that yet until I'm on the list. Because Purple has offered a kidney. And I question Purple's taste. But how long do I need a chauffeur for? Probably realistically up to 8 weeks. Now, realistically, I'd like to shorten that. But they say, plan on a babysitter and a chauffeur for a couple of months. I understand how some of it is necessary. A kidney transplant is major abdominal surgery. And it's going to be hell just to get out of bed for at least the first, week or first couple of weeks, something like that. But, okay, I'm the kind of person who's going to push it, get up and around and doing things on my own as soon as possible, or even sooner than that. I don't like to be kept down. It was really funny. I put out a note on Facebook a while back, about a babysitter and chauffeur, and this cousin of mine, the one who sold off the cottage, sent me a note with, you can come out here if you need to. She lives in Northeast Ohio. And I said, hey, you do realize that you live in Northeast Ohio and I live in Southwest Pennsylvania, right? And she said, well, yeah, for the doctor's appointments, I could drive you to the appointment and then drive you back. And I'm sitting there, are you stupid? I didn't tell her this. I felt like it. But I felt like asking her, are you totally stupid? Someone who has just had major abdominal surgery is supposed to take 2.5 hours each way to go to appointments several times a week. Are you nuts? Of course, if you're watching, oh well. Yeah, it is the problem. I don't have a sofa. I mean, literally, I do not have a sofa. I don't know where I would put Von Rick, to tell you the absolute truth. I don't know where I'd put you. Um, this place is densely packed. In fact, what I will do, give you an idea of what's happening out here. See what we've got. Yeah, I can aim the camera and stuff like that. Let me turn the light on so we can see what's going on. Because the betraja net to fet koshenta yakanimina. Okay, this is my living room. Yeah, it's dense in here. As I say, the sofa, I had a sofa bed. Well, I still do. Um, but I moved it into the bedroom and I'm now using it as a bed. Um, and I wouldn't have a place to put a sofa bed in the studio here anyway. That's one of the very few bad things about this place is it's tiny. It is tiny, tiny, tiny. Think 500 square feet or 512 square feet at most. Total footprint, including the walls dividing the rooms. Hey, Mage. It's horrid in here. It really is. I mean, well, just over the last week, things have been so crazy that I've really let everything go. Tell you what, though, would you guys please give me a minute here? I'm gonna have to go over there because things are starting to get critical as far as nature calling. And we don't want to mess things up. Kobala, nenda kopototia karese, nu nato kushete pekindi ya korasane meketeba, noto neya korasanta yaganimina. Okay, that is the egg thing on the odd thing. And the boot thing on the goot thing. And it is all full of poot thing. That's what we're dealing with. Alright, now let's get myself put together because, yeah, you don't want to see me with my pants down. No, 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 no. You do not want that. That is not a pleasant sight. Je kotenye nerodoleki bosto falcostiandu marobaloni. And we are back. What's the idea? Savage Minnow has an idea. Okay, we're all in trouble now. BJ! Hi! Yay! Oh, the good people are here. Yes, it is. Yeah, we gotta stick around here until Minnow tells us about her idea. Mm-hmm. Yes. Meow! Wow! 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 Cat! Jaloha? Aloha? Something? Shantayaka? Jete folokopatiante kelaku? No, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't. I just don't. I never know what I'm saying. I never know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's go to the downloads directory here. Did I move that out already? I certainly hope I put it away. I do hope I put it away. Okay, then. And then, yeah, okay, what do you got? Several people who could all do like a week or two and come stay with Diana and either rent a car and do a GoFundMe for an Uber that week. Okay, I am not averse to that idea. If no, yeah, if other people want, they would be very. They have said that they are willing to accept people taking shifts. Can I tell you about why I know so much German language? Well, I studied German for 6 years in high school and college. I used to have people I could talk to. And unfortunately, yeah, I had found a German language club here in Pittsburgh right before COVID. Um, so yeah, getting out to the meetings don't exist now, with the COVID and everything else. Maybe they'll start having meetings again, and maybe I can start going. That would be fun. I'd like that. And there's also a Russian language club here, and I want to learn Russian. Years ago, I had the idea to learn Russian. I was living in Homestead, and Homestead has a sizable Russian immigrant population to the point where the signs at the soup kitchen and the other places like that were in English and Russian. And I wanted to learn Russian, so I knew what these people were calling me behind my back. Oh my. Duolingo will take me only so far. So we'll just see how that goes. See what we can do. No, I like the idea, Minnow. I really do. I don't know about whatever anybody else thinks, but if we want to get together and talk about stuff like that, sure. Um, the only thing would be finding a place to put people. Yeah, well, we'd want to do something like a GoFundMe or something to fund people with the cars because the last time I rented a car, which was 4 years ago when I went to view the solar eclipse, the weekly rate worked out to $80 a day. So I'm guessing that by now it would be closer to 100 per day. I'm not about to ask anybody to front that for me. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, let's work on scheduling a meetup or some shit like that. Um, I'll be talking about that then I'll talk about that on Twitter, and we can. I think what I might even do is resurrect my Discord channel, or if I can't resurrect it, I'll start another one, and we can all talk about stuff there. Oh, I'd love to have a kidney. I really would. The only thing about a kidney, here's oh, this is gonna be fun. Um, I am allegedly being helped by what the Commonwealth calls the chronic renal disease program, which allegedly picks up kidney related expenses that all the other stuff doesn't pick up. But, okay, if I get a transplant, I need to be on immunosuppressants forever. And immunosuppressants are not cheap. But the chronic renal disease program cuts off 3 years after the last successful transplant. So if I live longer than 3 years, I've got to scrape up the money for the immunosuppressants. That's real fun. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I wouldn't expect anybody to sponsor us. I mean, not on my behalf, for Christ's sake. You know, what the hell am I? But oh well. I mean, if somebody will sponsor us, that'll be great. Really. Um. Anyway, what, honey? There's a kitty honey over here who's being a kitty honey. Mm-hmm. You just a kitty. Yay, American healthcare, everyone. Yeah. Uh-huh. American healthcare is very simple. Don't get sick. Hey, B! B is here. Mr. B, yay! Just when I was starting to think about turning this off. You have such great timing. Anyway, yeah. We'll work on this. I'm up for it. As I say, I question your judgment, people, but oh well. I don't have all that great an opinion of myself. I mean, I'm not dirt. Okay, I know that, but neither am I deserving of all the love you guys lavish on me. Really. Um, let's see what happens here. See what happens. See what it goes. See what it does. Mm. Oh, we have. Well, I'll have to close this down first. Tell you what. Mr. B wants me over on his open mic, and I am not averse to going over there. How about, Mr. B, if you put up the link for people to watch or people to come on, give them time to see it. Now close down. I'll come on over. And I guess I'll wait till tomorrow to do the lamb. No big deal. And, okay. Everybody, yeah, B, put the damn link up. Everybody, go on over there. And I am going to say, I want to thank everybody who's here. I want to thank everybody who's not here. You people are amazing. You really are. I question your taste. I question your decisions. But who am I, right? You keep me going. You really do. And as long as you keep liking this stuff, and as long as I'm alive to do it, I'll keep doing it. And I'll keep having you over. Okay. Half hour yet. Okay. Well, it's pretty close to time to shut down anyway. I really need to change machines. I'm working from the Linux operating system right now because I was running a. Oh, good, good, good. Thank you, B. Thank you. I was working from Linux because I was doing a backup of my channel, and it wasn't finishing, and it wasn't finishing, and it wasn't finishing. So I really wasn't able to go over to the winch yet. But I can go over there now. Oh, hey, Minnow, please do, please do, come on over. That'll be so great. That'll be wonderful. Come on over to the open mic. I'll get to talk to you again. And yeah, we can talk about stuff and things and see what happens. How's that sound? I like it. I really do. All right. So, with that, I am going to go over here. I am just so accustomed to doing things this way. Okay, kids. I'm going to say, thanks a lot, troops. See you on the other side.